This is Chapter 3, Section 4, Graphing Functions, Lesson 1, Video 3, Finding Values Using Graphs. So the example says, use the graph of the function f of x is equal to 1/3 x plus 2 to find the value of f of x when x is equal to 6. Now, the first thing that you're going to need to do is actually to graph it. I know mine has the graph, but that may not always be the case. So you want to start with a t-chart. And you need to pick some x values. Now, I know that my x is going to get multiplied by 1/3, so I'm going to purposely pick multiples of 3. So -3, 0, 3, 6, and 9. Then I can plug them in. So -3 times 1/3 plus 2 is -1 plus 2, so 1. If you plug in 0, you get 0 plus 2, which is 2. 1/3 times 3 plus 2 is 1 plus 2, so 3. 1/3 times 6 plus 2 is 2 plus 2, so 4. And then 1/3 times 9 plus 2 is 3 plus 2, which is 5. So now that we have that, you would be able to graph it, and specifically on the graph that I provided, it's the red line where the points would be graphed. Now -3 is not on here, but we have 0, 2, 3, 3, and 6, 4, along with 9 is out here, and that would also be up there. Now it tells us to find the value of f of x when x is equal to 6. Well, once you have graphed the equation, you can actually find the value of any x just by using a pretty quick little process of drawing some lines. So you'll notice that there's a green line going from 6 up to our red line, and then there's a blue line going from our line over to 4. This two-lined process is what we want to use in order to find any given solution for an x or a y. Now, if you're trying to find the x that goes with a y, you would go in reverse. So instead of going up from the x-axis and then over to the y-axis, you would go left or right from the y-axis and then down to your x-axis. So again, when you're trying to figure out what f of x is equal to when x is 6, you're going to go over to 6 on the x, go up to your graph, whatever your graph may be. In this case, it's a linear equation, and then go over to the y in order to find the matching y. Therefore, we now know that f of 6 is equal to 4. And we also know that's true because in our t-chart we've already solved for it. Now again, like I said, that this can go the other way, and it is important to be able to see that it can do that. So if we wanted, for instance, to find f of x is equal to, let's say, I don't know, let's do 1.5. Okay, so that's a little bit dark. So again, we want to find f of x is equal to 1.5. So you'd go to 1.5 on the y-axis, go to your left until you hit the line, and then go down to your x. So in this case, our x is equal to approximately like -1.25, like -1 1/4, something along those lines. If it is a decimal, you just have to estimate it to the best of your capabilities. It doesn't have to be perfect. As long as it's in between the correct two numbers and close, you would be considered correct. So again, there are two different ways in order to do this question, and just make sure that you are paying attention to which is given and which you are trying to find. If you're given x, you're going to be going up or down first, and then left or right second. If you are given y, you would be going left or right first, and then up or down second, depending again on where your graph is at in corresponding or in reference to the value that's being given. So the UTRI says use the graph from the example before to find the value of x when f of x is equal to 3. So this is the second way that I showed you, where you're going to go to the y-axis first, to 3, and then you're going to find the x that goes with it. Please make sure that you write all the notes out, and make sure to show all of your work.